Here's the advice I would give myself with the knowledge that I have of what it's like to serve a long-term career in the Air Force. This is the advice that I would give myself. I hope it helps you out. Know, first of all, that when you serve in the Air Force, you're a part of something bigger than yourself, something that's an honor to do, because not everybody qualifies to get into the Air Force. You serve your country, which in itself speaks volumes of us volunteering to serve our country, to go where the Air Force sends us, to do what the Air Force sends us to do. I spent 21 years in the Air Force, enlisted officer, active duty, reserve, loved it. I'm still serving right now as an Air Force civilian, but let me focus on the military side. Here's the advice I would give myself. There's a lot of opportunities. You will get what you put into the Air Force. Education, training, camaraderie, the list goes on and on. Travel. If you serve 20 plus years, I would say at least at a minimum get your bachelor's degree, at a minimum. If you want to continue, you can go up to a master's degree, that's fine. The Air Force will pay up to a master's degree. If you want to transfer those benefits, those educational benefits to your children, to your spouse, do it. Do it sooner rather than later, because there is a commitment that you'll have to give the Air Force. And I did that. I gave it to my son, I gave it to my daughter, and all of that has been exhausted. It's been an incredible benefit. The travel will be there. And sometimes you'll be sent to places where you don't want to go to. Like I said, it'll depend on what you put into it, what you get out of it. Sometimes you're going to have to travel without your family. Sometimes you're going to have to travel in harm's way, but wherever the Air Force sends you, you're going to be trained and protected to the best possible way that you go and come home. The Air Force is a great team. What happens if you are with people, or what happens if you are in a job that you're not crazy about? Here's what I would say. Here's what I did. Focus on the job. Do a solid job doing it. Look for opportunity to do something else afterwards. If you do a good job, it's going to open doors for you in the Air Force. Your leadership will support you when you apply for something, but that doesn't mean that you will always get what you want, whether it's a job, whether it's a deployment, things like that, whether it's a location that you want to be assigned. I joined the Air Force. One of the reasons was to travel. I wanted to go to Europe, and the Air Force sent me to Montgomery, Alabama. In the first year of my Air Force career, I was like, what am I doing in Alabama? I'm from Los Angeles. After spending 6 years in Montgomery, Alabama, I loved it. The first year was difficult. Years 2 through 6 is when I changed my outlook and just made the most of it. And if I could go to Alabama today to visit, I would. I have a lot of friends there, and a lot of history took place there. My daughter was born on Maxwell Air Force Base. But hopefully you stay in the Air Force because you enjoy what you are doing. The worst thing I can see is an individual re-enlisting or staying in the Air Force because they have to, because they're dependent on that paycheck, but they're miserable. I have seen that. And again, sometimes we have to change our outlook or what we do to succeed and have that job satisfaction. I would also say, once you are at the 15-year mark in the Air Force, start planning for your transition to retire financially, educationally, professionally. So if you do retire at 20, you're ready to go in those areas. But if you continue, it's just a bonus time. But definitely prepare. Preparation is good. Do you know that I really think that someone who serves 20 plus years can retire from the military and eventually be a millionaire if they invest, if they stay debt-free? And it's long-term. It's not going to happen at the age of 38, most likely, after 20 years of service, or 42. But eventually, as you invest and go up in finances, you will reach the status of being a millionaire. We can debate on that, but I'm going to move forward. Like I said, the Air Force is a great team with a lot of opportunities to travel, to do a lot of things, to meet great people. And it's really going to depend on what you put into it and what you get out of it. I'm an opportunist, and I'm going into work. It's 11:33 a.m. I'm working from home. Here's my laptop. But I have to brief a 4-star general today, this afternoon. And I'm going to end up with this, and I'll wrap it up with this. If you serve in the military, I will always say, before you can take care of anybody else, you have to be able to take care of yourself. And I will say that that is important every single day. Take care of yourself mentally, physically, spiritually. I received a phone call less than 1 hour ago from my boss saying that an individual from our base has passed away yesterday. I'm going to leave it at that for the privacy of that. It's an individual that I briefed in the past, and it's so unfortunate to hear the news that this person has passed away. Take care of yourself, not only in uniform, outside of uniform. Take care of yourself every single day. Exercise, balance, meals. I like cheeseburgers, but I also like oatmeal. And my point is this: take care of yourself. If you can take care of yourself, you can take care of other people's, whether it's your teammates in the Air Force, whether it's your family, whether it's your Air Force family, and reap the benefits of serving our great nation with a great team, the United States Air Force. Take care.